I've talked
the
about
only
killing.
reason you.
Dude, we have episodes of the show titled "Josh Tries to Kill Himself on Air."
Yeah, so let's talk about killing ourselves some more.
Yeah.
That's the best way to keep this show alive.
Yeah, I mean,
Talking about the same shit we've talked about
if
before.
it's a working bid, I mean, why not run it till it's all out of mileage?
Okay,
Christ, Tyler.
so
What are you commenting about, Josh?
Is your mic up?
It's set correctly, dumbass.
Mine wasn't.
Quit touching my mic, bitch.
we're all back together, finally.
We're all what?
It's all three of us again.
Oh yeah, I was gone last week.
And I was gone the week before.
Oh, is it back in town?
Wait, but we did one recently. The one that released when I was driving to San Antonio had all three of us.
I don't know.
That was pretty good. I think it was you gone, all three of us, me gone.
All right.
And then next week Josh will be gone, thank God.
No, it was Shay gone, all three of us, Shay gone, you gone. And now this week.
Cool.
Bow chicka bow wow.
I could be wrong. I don't remember. I'd have to look it up.
I think that's right.
Dude, who cares?
Yeah.
This is
You were the one who brought it up, you idiot. You were the one who was like,
That's what you sound like, dude. Yeah, I cut you off.
I'm mocking you.
Because you're just
You
whining.
just said
You're so whiny, man.
I
Like,
was the one who brought it
you
up.
want some cheese with that, bro?
I would love some cheese.
Actually, I would go
I'm
down
sure
for
you
some too.
would.
I
Dude.
would love some cheese.
What's your favorite kind of cheese, man?
I don't know.
This is not a trick question. I have an answer. Asiago, then Parmesan, then blue.
Yeah, see, my answer is like Colby Jack.
That's damn.
Monster. All the way.
Yeah, like my favorite fine cheese is the one you get at the gas station.
Yeah, pretty much.
I like the cheese on the rotating hot dog.
The one they've injected inside of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nacho.
whatever.
That's my favorite cheese.
Because it's not Joe's, it's mine.
Oh my god.
So we have to all kill ourselves now, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I've been thinking about
This
it
is
a
the
lot
last episode. We're all gonna kill ourselves. Jesus Christ.
I can't, though. I have a suicide pact with someone else.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, God.
we can rope them into it. It's all good.
Huh?
We can bring them into it.
Yeah, I guess.
We can join suicide pacts.
I mean,
Merge 'em.
isn't the point of a suicide pact is if you do it, someone else does it? It doesn't it doesn't say when.
Yeah.
It's a suicide pact. If someone dies, you kill yourself.
I think that's it.
So if they naturally die, the other person goes with them.
Yeah.
Is it like fucking life insurance? If you kill yourself, it doesn't fucking count? I feel like if you kill yourself and you have a suicide pact, the other person should kill themselves.
That's what we're saying.
Yeah, well, if they die of natural causes or even unnatural.
Oh, so even if they kill themselves.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But normally, I think it's supposed to be if they just die, then you die with them. So if one person dies naturally, the other one commits suicide. But natural cause of death could be like hit by a semi.
You think if you connect enough suicide packs together into like a giant group, we can get a whole drink the Kool-Aid thing going
I was
on?
about to
Drink
say
the
it'll be
Kool-Aid.
another Jamestown or Georgetown, whatever the fuck it was.
I think it was Jamestown.
Red State.
Jameson Town.
Red State was a good movie.
Yeah, that was a good movie. But
I've seen it.
was it Jamestown? Okay, so I thought that was just speculation, though. You're talking about like the Pilgrim shit, right?
God, Tyler, no, I'm talking about the cult
Oh.
where they all drank a bunch of Kool-Aid and killed
Well,
themselves.
okay, but I heard a rumor the other day that the missing remember the first people that moved to America, like the first colony or whatever.
Roanoke is what you're thinking of.
Yeah, Roanoke.
That's a real thing.
The colony that just
Disappeared.
disappeared.
Yeah,
It's called Roanoke, and it wasn't the first colony here.
but it was the first colony here, didn't it? Didn't they have a bunch of like pretty miserable failures?
I mean,
Yeah.
Dude, I failed history, so I'm just going.
Pretty sure the first one was Jamestown.
Yeah, that's why I
Technically-
thought you were talking about that.
No, I'm talking
thought-
about the fucking cult.
I thought
It was also called Jamestown.
didn't Cortez make it up through Mexico to like Texas area?
Yeah, the first
Like
colony
early?
was Jamestown,
Yeah.
Virginia. But I'm talking about the Jamestown in Africa.
Yeah, in South Africa, I think.
Yeah.
I think you're thinking of Jeffstown.
No.
I don't.
Jonestown.
Jonestown. Ah, you were a letter and a couple others off. Just one
Yeah.
more.
That shit was bananas. even know how we got to that.
Because we were
Suicide
trying
packs.
to connect enough suicide packs to get a whole bunch of people to kill themselves together.
Oh yeah. Well, now we know how to do it.
Yeah. Now we'll be liable though.
That's how we take over the world. Mental illness.
mental illness.
I was gonna Google.
Seriously, get help.
But yeah, instead just call a doctor. Like we're not dude, I was on fucking Overwatch the other day, and we were playing with someone. I won't say their gamer tag or anything, but we're in this group, right? And then it's a squeaker, right? And then they talk about how they were raped by their uncle, and then it's just a competition game.
Jesus.
And we're just all like,
What did you say?
that they got raped by their uncle.
Oh.
And then everyone just gets really silent, and then like 3 people just leave the game. and then one of the other guys was just like, because we were all just like, what do you say? What do you say? And then one of the guys was just like, you should just go get help. Like, you don't tell people on Overwatch this. He's like, this is not a conversation for people, random ass motherfuckers on a video game. He's like, this is something you go talk to a psychologist for. None of us will judge you. Get off the game and do it right now. And I was like,
you in comp?
yeah.
Jesus.
So the whole team quit.
Oh my
The
God.
whole team quit, and I was just like, and then I was just stuck in the game because I was like, I'm not losing my SR. And then so me and
But he was serious? He wasn't like joking or anything?
yeah, we had been in several matches. We've been like steamrolling games, and the kid was just like talking about stuff, and I had played with the same person for like a couple days now because we just randomly got put in this group, and they added me, and we kept getting in these groups and steamrolling people. So it's like, it's a good team, and it was like, I don't know if they were serious or not, because like the kid could just be lying. I mean, I don't give a shit. But lying or not, that's not something you say on a
that
fucking
does
like
bring
game
everything
chat.
to a screeching halt.
Yeah, I mean, we had everyone was
Either
just like,
way.
because one of the guys was just like, nope, 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 and hear the sound of a microphone getting pulled, and then he just turned his Xbox off, didn't even like, just immediately like left the game, left Xbox, haven't seen him in a month, like.
Jesus.
And yeah, so I was just like, that's not something. And no, you don't want to question someone when they say something like that.
Yeah, you do.
The
They
guy
don't kill
who
themselves.
noped out that fast probably got raped.
Oh yeah, probably.
Dude, he's getting flashbacks in his home, just like
It's just like, oh, come
doing the
here.
potato bug in a fucking bathtub.
I only know him as by his gamer tag, so I'm assuming his uncle was the same way. He's like, come here, Pussy Slayer. Pussy Slayer 78. Let's
Oh, you're playing with Pussy Slayer 78? I know that guy.
I'm kidding. It's yeah.
Pussy Slayer 69. Oh, got him.
No, it's Pussy Slayer 96. 420. God damn. Oh man, do you notice that watch podcasts, but do you notice that everyone that plays Reaper has like 666 or some devil
Yes.
reference in their gamer tag?
XXX _ Satan _ XXX.
Reaper is the emo character.
Yeah.
Speaks for everyone on the goth side.
And if they can't get Reaper, then they just go over to Widow, and they're like, fine, this will be good enough. It's dark like my soul. Oh god.
I stopped playing comp on PC. I just kept.
Yeah.
I can't do it anymore. The LFG thing was great for a while on PC, and now it just sucks, and it's just like.
Yeah,
I'm playing today.
LFG was a problem because it's cool that you can find groups with everyone mics, but then you realize that everyone with mics, they're all just as shitty as they were without mics.
Yeah, they're all just retarded.
So now you just get to know what the people that suck sound like.
Well, like, it's just terrible because people are playing teams with just all support and healers now, and there's no shooting. You're not playing the game.
Yeah.
It's just turrets and more turrets and.
Yeah, and like in comp, it's just.
Nah, man, you gotta go Brigitte, man. Brigitte Ryan. Just
Even
run
if-
next to each other, bash everything. It's unstoppable.
Yeah, it's just not fun.
No, that's the fun thing. You run around and punch people, and then that's the brawling. You don't need to shoot. You just hit everything with a hammer.
Ryan's the least fun character.
No, he's not. Nothing's better than like when you see someone ulting, and then you're just like, "Oh, I'm gonna charge you.
All right, there
I'm
is
gonna
some fun
pin you.
there.
I'm gonna pin this fucker right in the middle of your ult." Like,
Who is the least fun character? Mercy?
I got a card today for for getting 8 pins. Now, Mercy is the least fun until you like pull out your gun and you're just like, it's
Yeah.
on, bitch. Beep, 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 beep. Or when you're Ana and you accidentally nano the Mercy, and then the Mercy's just like, fuck it, it's game time, and then they pull out their gun and they get like 4 kills, and you're just like, and you just been healing us.
Yeah, I just haven't been playing it. It's just like I liked the LFG for a while, and I found like 2 good players. But then it just devolved. It turned into solo queuing. It's like basically instead of just solo queuing, people just go to LFG and just click like the first group they find and play whatever role is available, whether they're good at it or not. So it's like then if you
No, because everyone thinks they're a flex. I know I can't play DPS, so I never select flex, because I know on flex you're most likely going to have to play DPS.
Yeah.
And then so I'm like, I'm just going to do tank or healer, and I don't care that I can't play other characters because I'm just going to be really good as a tank. You know, I'm having a good tank day. And then maybe later on, if the tank and the support want to swap, I'll do it. It'll be fun. You know, I can keep it fresh.
I'm just gonna keep playing Shadow of War.
But dude, I had a beautiful moment where I was going to nano Diva, but her mech broke, and then
Rock
so
looks like a dick.
You look like a dick.
Thanks.
I fucking nanoed
That was
the.
me and Shay's subtle way of saying we don't care, and we're tired of talking about Overwatch.
Fuck you then. All right, then bring up another conversation.
I was going to.
I see you contributing so well right now.
How is Shadow of War is what I was going to ask.
Sucks.
It's beautiful.
I heard it's really fucking good.
It's beautiful. It's like
Is it
playing
better than
a
the
fucking
first
Lord of the
one?
Rings movie.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
That's what it feels
Was
like.
it better
heard
than the
it's like
first
a
one?
really-
Like, did they
Yes.
they get rid of the bugs with the? Because I heard like, didn't the captains have bugs or what was it?
No.
I had problems with the they kept respawning. Just they would never stay dead, and it was
That's what it's supposed to do.
yeah, but it was ridiculous. Like within a lifetime,
Yeah, that's
they
why
would
that
just,
game sucks.
yeah, you couldn't make it through.
Yeah, that's why that game is not good.
I mean, I've heard that you still can't like finish Shadow of War, but it's fun to play, and that's all that's worth to me.
Well,
Check it out.
Most games you don't finish.
But like, there's no ending, legitimately.
Most games don't have an ending.
You're wrong. 99% of games have a
No,
clear
because if
definitive
it's
ending.
an online game, like
It's not
like
an online game.
It's not an online.
I know
game.
it's not an online game.
Well, I think it is, but I don't know how you.
But
would
I'm
play
saying
it.
like in that genre that's like become popular recently, like
This is not
like,
in that genre.
Overwatch doesn't have a beginning or an end, you know.
Yes, it
This
does.
is-
Just any of those fucking like online games, like
These aren't.
if
This
you-
isn't an online game, Tyler.
I know it's not an
This is
online
a single
game.
player
I
game.
know it's a single player game.
Why
I'm
are
not
you saying
retarded
that it's in the same category as Overwatch?
because it doesn't have an ending.
It does. Well, okay, that game doesn't. But most single player games do.
Yeah, but like I'm just saying, it's becoming a popular thing now. You just don't have an ending because how are you gonna make money off of your microtransactions?
Also, to be fair, single player games are kind of just dying.
Because if you end your game, then it's over and people stop playing it. But if you just
To
keep
be
it going on
fair-
forever, Destiny didn't have an ending. I mean, it had like, oh, this happened, but oh no, the guy keeps respawning, so you have to keep killing him. So it's like, yeah, that game didn't end. It also didn't have a story, so I mean, how could
To
it
be
end?
fair, single player games are dying. Like, I can't really think of a good single. Chasm just came out, and it's been getting pretty good reviews.
There was a big headline this morning about what is it? God of War made 131 million.
Yeah, that's a good single player game that came out recently.
And they said it really shows that people want a story-driven game.
Yeah, people want single player games. People don't want to play.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, Tyler. You just talked for like 10 minutes straight. Let us talk too. All right.
As he
Now
just
I
sits
forgot
there
what I
in
was gonna
silence like
say.
a moron.
Fuck.
But I mean, you're not talking to me about stories because I play the Mass Effect franchise. Like, dude, I know, and that's what I like too. I'm just saying a lot of games don't have endings,
Yeah.
and it's just like that's the trend. Like Battlefront.
Because we're moving
But that's not
away.
what it is. They're not like trying to get microtransactions. They actually just pulled the whole like
Yeah.
in-game
Or-
marketplace.
Or,
Yeah.
well, even without the microtransactions, like you want people to keep playing your game. So like, why if you put an ending on it, that stops most people. So like,
That's why you put out DLC.
And you make an amazing fucking game, and that's what they did.
yeah, that's
Or you,
that's what I approve of. But I'm just saying, like, it doesn't surprise me if you don't have an ending.
Their Golem isn't Andy Serkis, but it's pretty close.
Yeah. I wonder who did it.
I looked it up. It's some random
Some
unknown
random
guy.
fucking idiot.
I mean, he did a really good job. It's
Yeah.
just there are parts where it slips, and it's like, oh, that's not him.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's interesting because, like, I really can't think of, like, any other single-player games. Mass Effect Andromeda came out fairly recently. God of War, Chasm.
Halo 5.
There have been Halo 5's mostly multiplayer now, but they'd, like...
But the whole point of the Halo franchise was it's single player.
It's turned into Call of Duty at this point.
Some of the
But the
biggest
whole
shit I
point of the
saw at
Halo
E3
franchise
was
was
all
it's single player.
Up until, like, Halo 4.
Single player.
Which
Oh.
game?
All the shit that I saw at E3, really.
You know
Yeah.
what really
Yes, that's why this E3 was really fucking cool. We got Last of Us. We got...
you know what really killed the Halo franchise? No split screen.
It had split screen for a very long
ODS.
time.
No, it didn't. Halo 5 did not have split screen.
First, like, 4 games had it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what killed Halo 5 was they didn't put it in there.
Yeah.
And then so everyone's like, I want to this is like the video game you play for your little brothers or friends, you know, when you're hanging out. And then this game had no split screen. It's like, wait, I need 2 Xboxes to play with my friend. Fuck this like
Well, the whole point of the split screen was so that you and your friend could do the campaign on Legendary.
Exactly.
Unless you were a pussy.
But what I'm saying is like the whole point. Yeah, and then so they got rid of that on Halo 5. It's just like, I mean, you could still play online with your friends.
Dude, I
Yeah.
think the only multiplayer game that I remember from E3 was The Division 2.
Yeah. Did they show Anthem again? Probably.
Yes, they did. They also showed Beyond Good and Evil. That's another single player game.
I'm
So
really
The new Doom. New Doom Eternal
Yeah,
Flame or
dude,
whatever.
I'm
And
really
it's
excited for
supposed to be-
Anthem.
It's supposed to be
I don't know.
really,
It's gonna let
really
you
good.
down, man.
Anthem's probably
Every
not
game's
gonna
gonna
be
let you
good.
down. It's just which one lets you down the least. That's
That
when you
one
play.
promises so much that it's gonna let me down hard.
Dude, Spider-Man,
Does it promise so much?
Spider-Man looks kick
Assassin's
ass.
Creed, Cyberpunk,
I-
mostly single player games.
I might legitimately buy a PlayStation for for Spider-Man.
Anthem
I'm
can't
definitely
really
gonna
let
get-
you down because all the other all the gameplay and stuff, all that's been basically developed and done in other games. So basically, it's just like, is the story going to be good or not?
Yeah.
And then they're kind of like making it Destiny style, which is like, you know, so as long as they have a decent story and it's not super buggy in the way that like
Don't
you
fuck
meet
it up
people
like
in the
they fucked up
world,
Destiny.
then it's gonna be a good game.
Yeah.
Like there's not really, I mean, unless they just fuck up the story like Destiny did, but I'm sure enough of them have studied how shitty Destiny was.
Well, the problem with Destiny wasn't the story.
It was that it didn't have one.
That Blizzard was just trying to capitalize off of it and didn't really try to make a game. They tried to make a money farm.
No, they made a pretty good game. It's just that they fucked up.
The no story.
It had a story.
Destiny 1 had no story, be honest.
Destiny 1 didn't have a story
Yeah,
either.
that's what I was,
Yeah, that's what he said.
what I've been saying over and over again.
I'm talking about Destiny 2.
I wasn't. I was
They're
saying Destiny.
comparable.
I would say Destiny
That's what I'm
2.
saying.
I would.
The problem really wasn't the story because you already knew that it wasn't going to have a good story. You're not playing Destiny 2 for the story. You're playing it for the gameplay.
And it was the lack of diversity.
Yeah.
It was that you had to do the same shit over and over again.
Which also, to be fair, is very much... is basically what Destiny 1 did.
Yeah.
The DLCs changed that.
I mean,
and they
it's-
tried, you know, they added these raids and they added a bunch of different... They made playlists and shit. But the real issue with Destiny is some of the shit that's been going on with the expansion packs. They're cutting content from people who don't pay for the expansion packs.
Yeah.
Multiplayer content that people should be allowed to play. They fucked up the leveling system. They basically had a level cap.
And then
I saw that.
Bungie's war with Microsoft fucking over Xbox fans. Like once I went, okay, it was like on Destiny 1, I was like, I get it. They're sour over their breakup, so they're gonna be mean to us. But on Destiny 2, everything's gonna come out the same time. It'll be fine. And then when I first heard like, oh, PS2 you can do this, but it's not on Xbox, yes, I was like, fuck it, I'm not.
PS2?
Or
Yeah,
PS4 or whatever. But I was
Dude,
like,
I want to play Destiny on PS2.
I'm not paying a single more cent for this now because, like, fuck, if you guys are going to treat us, your consumers, your fans that buy your product like shit just because you have a petty war with Microsoft.
The other issue that was raised with Destiny 2 is most of the Destiny 2 sales were the bundle that had the expansion pass and the game.
Yeah.
For, $75 instead of 80. And the first 2 DLCs have been pretty much shit and useless. So the other issue that it raises up is people are being like, I'm not gonna buy an expansion pass until you put out a few DLCs and we see if they're good or not. So they're losing sales. It's been really weird. They've done a lot of weird shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I played it for a while. I got
played
pretty
it
far.
longer than either of us did.
But
I also got it before him. He and I probably played it the same amount because I got it on PS4
Yeah,
when
I got it
came
when
out.
it was released. Did you get it before it was released?
I got it for PS4 before it came out, or before most of the content was
I
available
played the beta.
for Xbox.
No, I mean I got the game when it came out, and I played the beta too.
Yeah.
I played the original Destiny beta, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, well, obviously you're gonna have played more stuff because of their feud with Microsoft. That's what I'm saying. That's why I stopped playing it.
Yeah,
but I'm
that's what
saying I've definitely played it more than you.
Okay.
Because remember, that's all I played for a really long time.
Yeah.
For a really long time.
You guys ever play that game where you're either like survive from monsters or the monster trying to kill the people?
I mean, that's been a thing for years. It's been a thing since Left 4 Dead 2.
Yeah, but
you mean like the snowball challenge?
it was that really shitty one.
Dead by Daylight.
Yeah. Yeah.
As soon as you said shitty, I was like, yeah. There was also the Jason game.
A lot of people were
That
talking
was
about
fun though.
No, it was shit because it only had 4 modes and they never added anything to it.
Oh yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah.
But it was fun to freak my friends out.
Well, yeah. But you get tired of it pretty quickly.
I feel like what they should do is if they know their game is going to be shitty like that, they should just from the beginning charge half price and just be like, you're only going to play it
They
for
don't know.
$30
They usually
worth.
do on Steam. It's like $10.
Yeah.
It's like, we know you're only going to play this for like a week with your friends. You're going to get bored with it. So here's...
I've been playing Totally Accurate Battlegrounds. You know what that is?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's so fucking stupid.
It's so much fun. It's so silly.
Yeah.
I love it.
You just can't aim.
Oh.
It like you're a like inflatable
Quap.
tube man essentially.
It's like Quap. You remember Quap? No one?
Do you not play Quap?
No, I don't know what he's talking about. Sounds like he's making up words.
You can't even Quap, dude.
Dude, I mostly play Mass Effect, so you know.
Yeah, we know you fucking Jesus.
Wait, what's Mass Effect?
It's this game. It revolves around the central character, Commander Shepard.
Please tell me
who's
more.
Basically, Space Jesus.
Sweet Lord.
And
Space Jesus?
Space Jesus, because in the first game, you're basically like this detective who's, trying to find this bad guy who's been killing people.
I played the first mission. It sucked. I didn't play any of
which
the other
one?
ones. The first one.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, that's why.
Yeah, the first one's hard to get
You
through.
have to start with the second one and then play the third one. And then because you're angry at how the third one ended, you have to go back and play the first one because the first one has the best ending.
Just like BioShock.
Yeah. And Lord of the Rings.
Except I was one of the weird people that actually liked BioShock 1 more than BioShock 2 from the start.
One was better from the start.
Yeah.
I liked Mass Effect 1 more than Mass Effect 2, to be honest. Because it was more lore-based, more
Once
exploration.
I got back around,
Yeah.
once I
Big
got
rate DM.
once I got back around, once I played 3 and was angry at the ending, everyone was like, dude, play 1, you'll love it now.
Yeah.
After playing 3, you'll love 1. And so I went and played 1 and was like, this is fucking bomb.
Yeah. Did you see it coming?
See what coming?
The ending,
ending?
For one. The third ending was
Just
whatever.
yeah. No.
Rob and I were actually talking about that today because he's like, I'm a huge fan of Mass Effect 2, very story driven.
We're talking about BioShock.
The combat can be there. Well, but I'm saying as a DM style.
The BioShock 1 ending?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not. I thought you were talking about the Mass Effect 1 ending, and I kind of saw it coming.
I didn't make it to the end of that one.
You really don't have to get the gist.
I also haven't watched the most recent Star Wars films.
You can just watch all the clips on YouTube, and then...
You literally could.
Yeah.
I did watch Over the Top with Sylvester Stallone the other day.
Dude, I watched Tusk.
Dude, Over the Top is about arm wrestling.
Have you seen Tusk?
Yes.
The Kevin Smith movie?
Yeah, it's alright.
I loved it.
Did you go through like a Kevin Smith phase?
I'm going through it right now.
He's going through it. He's always going through it.
I went through one in high school, and I'm going through another one.
Yeah, I've gone through a couple.
I went through one in high school, but that was mostly focused on Jay and Silent Bob.
Listen to his podcast, dude.
That's what I'm doing. I'm listening to Smodcast.
Yeah.
Now I'm doing his stuff outside of film, and a couple of the ones that I didn't see in high school.
It kind of sucks. It's kind of disappointing.
What?
Like recent stuff that he's done.
Smodcast?
No, like all the recent film stuff that he's done.
Yeah, it's been okay. It's been
especially
weird.
Yoga Hosers.
Yeah.
Yoga Hosers.
His show. It's mostly because that's not what he's been wanting to do. He's always wanted to do his weed show.
Oh yeah.
And so basically, because I was listening to him talk about it on Rogan, and he was basically just like,
I was literally about to say that.
Yeah, he was basically just like, I just made a lot of those movies to stay in the movie business so that when my weed show got greenlit, I could have all the contacts. And now it got greenlit, and he's going to do it. So
What is this weed show going to be?
I don't remember. It's some idea he's had forever. It's from like Jay and Silent Bob.
A famous guy
era.
Smokes weed and then does a video podcast.
Yeah, it's just him video podcasting, him smoking weed.
It's not like anything that Snoop's ever done, or anything that Doug Benson's ever done.
All the famous people.
Chong.
And we won't talk about anything because we'll just be giggling the whole time.
There's a podcast on all things comedy that does it.
Stoned Science.
When everyone says they have an idea, whenever anyone says they have an idea and then like somehow and weeds in the title, that's just what I expect. Just
Except
like
for speed weed.
I'm just gonna get really high and I'm gonna record it and I'm gonna sell it and people are gonna watch it because they want to see me getting high and I'm famous.
I do like going through like the YouTube clips of people just ripping fat bongs and like destroying themselves.
Oh yeah, it's hilarious.
It's so fucking
You're
funny.
just like, you're so fucking dumb, dude.
Their voices are fucked up because they smoke so much.
Oh yeah.
I love that shit. They're so crazy.
Okay, dude, I'm gonna hit another one. Don't hit another one.
You don't need it.
Kid, you're done.
Stop. You will die.
Go outside.
Like that
Go outside. Get away from your fucking computer. Go outside and breathe in something other than weed, you fucking go. Dumb bitch. Fuck.
It's like that
Bringing stoners a bad name, you cunts. Some of us just like smoking weed because it feels good, and you're making us all look like fucking tards.
We all love smoking weed.
Assholes.
This is the character. Weed smoker guy.
weed
Smoker guy, new character.
Weed smoker guy in the house.
Well, you're not doing enough coughing for it to. There you go. Because if you're not coughing, then
What if that's how someone coughed? Just take a big rip and you just hear.
God damn.
Dude, I was doing a delivery and it was a pickup from McDonald's and I was standing there waiting for them to get the shit ready, and this customer and this girl walk up to the counter and they obviously knew the manager who was at the cash register, and they were dicking around, and I don't give a shit, it's McDonald's.
Yeah.
I used to do it when I worked there. Like, not gonna judge them for it. And the chick was wearing a Queen shirt, and the guy was wearing a Hollywood Undead shirt. And they're fucking around with the manager, and the manager goes, "Hey, both of you are wearing band shirts, but only one of those bands is good." And he points to the Hollywood Undead shirt, dude. And I was like, "You need to go kill yourself."
Yeah.
I was like, I legitimately when I heard him say that was like, oh my god.
Oh fuck.
I like just muttered under my breath. I was like, you.
The wrong one, motherfucker.
And the chick was like, hey man, don't bash Queen. Brian Mays is a fucking genius. And I was almost like, yes, he is. Your friend is just retarded and needs to not be your friend anymore.
Why didn't you
cunt.
step in and support them, man?
Why'd you
I
say
was trying to make money.
Brian May's name wrong?
So, step in and make it, man.
Billy Mays?
Billy Mays.
Billy Mays, the front man for Queen?
Didn't Billy Mays
here with a fantastic product.
Didn't he have a podcast where he
retarded,
smoked
Billy
a bunch
Mays.
of weed and tried to sell things?
No, dude, he did sound retarded.
That's Jeffy Mays.
I got really good at the Billy Mays
No, because he's like,
impersonation
Billy
when he
Mays here,
died.
because he just has the higher pitched voice.
Billy Mays here with another fantastic product.
I saw.
You sound like the South Park version of Billy
Yeah,
I
Mays.
sound
that's a good
like
thing.
you
I
sound
sound
like
like-
him.
You sound
Vince
like
now.
you are doing a Matt Stone
Dude,
or
I
Trey
sound like
Parker.
Vince.
Dude, I was driving home from something today, and I saw a guy driving a car, and he looked exactly like Jeffy from Jefftown.
Oh
And I
god.
started crying. It was so funny. He was scratching his chin, his big retarded double chin.
Are we not going to talk about how his voice just went up
It
for
was so
like,
funny.
keeps going up?
That's when you know that he's being honest.
Oh,
In his truest form, the funniest thing that he can possibly think of is
just
mentally challenged people driving cars.
Normal ass guy who with Down syndrome just trying to live his life.
Oh, he was not a normal ass guy,
Yeah,
that's for sure.
I'm gonna go both ways on this because I agree that while Josh is like
A terrible
evil,
person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the amount of just
Satan
ridiculous looking
incarnate.
people that you see on the road. I saw like 4 meth heads today.
Oh, yeah.
I saw a woman who looked exactly like Grimace from the play place.
My favorite is people with lazy eyes.
Oh my god.
It's just like, where are you looking?
My waitress had a lazy eye the other day, and it was like all the way over.
Oh, those are the worst.
Yeah, and then I think the lazy one was the one I was supposed to be looking at.
Yeah, you can't tell. You're just like, talking to me or your
Who are
other
you
eyes looking at the wall.
Who are
Sorry.
you looking at, man?
Because I'm like looking at the one eye that's looking at me, and the other one moves around. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh fuck.
So the other one that moves around, like, I don't know this. Does it actually see things, or does your brain just like shut it off? It's like, fuck this.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, I've read about it a little bit. People say that
Do they actually get like superpowers? Like, that'd
So-
be cool too.
I think it's that when you're like trying to see, it should look straight usually.
Yeah.
And then when you get like tired and you can't really control your eyesight anymore and you kind of let it relax, then it slides over and then it's kind of like crossing your eyes. That it just kind of fucks with you a bit.
But if that were the case, then you wouldn't really notice people with lazy eyes because most people are always like kind of focusing unless they're like really tired or something. But like the people I know of like lazy eyes, they're always evidently have
Do you
one.
know people who aren't tired?
Fair enough.
Do these people exist?
I was actually I can't really defend that statement because the people I know of lazy eyes, they either like work at a gas station store or they're fucking teachers or something, and I'm just like,
Oh, and
yeah,
teachers are tired as shit.
That has to be terrible to have a lazy eye as a teacher. Like that's just stressful by period 2.
no. Here's what the thing though, like, because if you got a lazy eye and you're a teacher, teach high school and be an asshole, everyone will love you. Because for whatever reason, like high school kids, they just love assholes.
Yeah.
Like, man, that guy's a real dick, and it's just like, I like him.
I bet he's got some wisdom underneath all of that callousness.
Underneath that being a giant asshole, he must be a really, really smart dude. Because otherwise, why would you be such of an asshole if you're not that smart?
He's just a UH grad who throws shoes at people. You know who I'm talking about, motherfucker.
Me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Tyler, we've been meaning to tell you, but you're retarded.
That doesn't mean retarded. That means I'm a.
No, we've been meaning to tell you. This is has been a study on
How do you not?
retard.
How do you not throw shoes at people when you're mad?
Do
We've
you-
been meaning to tell you, you're adopted.
I'm adopted. Oh no. Who's my real parents?
Buddy.
Oh God.
Shade, buddy.
Oh God. Oh God.
You related to the 2 most retarded people on this planet?
Oh no. Oh, no.
One of them's so retarded he has 4 legs.
Oh. And then the other one's a dog.
I only have 3 legs.
Oh.
Tyler's was better.
Oh man. And it's just a funny thing to picture is Shay with like 2 feet for hands.
Just no, Shay's the retarded one because he's always wearing shoes on his hand.
With enough training, I can walk like a gorilla.
I would love to see a person with their hands and feet like flipped like normally. Like wouldn't that be the most amazing thing ever?
Oh my god, I have to Google it.
I've seen people who have done.
They have legs coming out of their shoulders and they have arms coming out of their ass. And I mean, do you choose to walk on your hands at that point, or how does that work?
Dude, you're gonna come up with some like creepy Chernobyl baby shit, dude. This isn't gonna work out. I said dude too many times. Dude,
this is not gonna
It's mostly
work, dude.
really weird drawings.
Oh, yes, that's very scientific.
Oh no, that's not a Photoshop.
Let's see. Come on.
now Google what if snakes were wide instead of long.
I'm done.
Wouldn't they just be long other way?
They just got a giant
Because they
fucking
have
mouth.
an eye on each side, and then a little giant mouth with a little tongue in the middle.
I kind of do. Like that.
Oh no! There's a video about like round animals that just kind of like roll around. I can't remember. It's like the alligator's like floating on top of the water because he's just so fat, and they're all like just ball shaped, and it's just like rolling up to this buffalo trying to eat it.
Oh my god.
Let's see.
It's a whole like album. I haven't looked at all of them.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's nice.
There could be more. Snakes were wide instead.
As funny as I thought it'd be, but I don't like that interpretation. I like to imagine it just has 2 forward-facing eyes on each end.
Yeah.
And then
Like
just
a hammerhead shark.
yeah, and then just a really long slit with with 2 fangs in the middle and a tongue sticking out.
Yeah.
What's an XKCD bit?
Is it?
Is it?
Yeah.
Damn.
Aw.
Well, I definitely read those, so I'm sorry to anyone who knows that.
Oh, Shay's the joke thief.
I'm a joke
How
thief.
does it feel to be like Trevor Noah?
Oh.
Oh, damn.
Except without big black dick.
Ooh, I like how the vines are growing out of the temple right there.
I know, that's pretty
Right.
sick. This is a pretty fucking sick
Did the tree
photo.
just start growing on
There's
the roof?
no fucking source on it. It's photo by Daniel Chifong or some Chong.
Where'd you get the F?
I don't know, dude. I can't.
Well, he can't read because he's dyslexic.
Blind. No, that's Tyler. I need new glasses. I can't see that
You
far.
know you can get glasses for like $30 online.
No, I need a new prescription, which means I have
No,
to
you
go
can
to the
use the
doctor.
same prescription.
No, the prescription is wrong.
Then make up the right one.
Just guess it, dude.
What?
Just guess it. Just
Okay.
buy 2 $30 ones, one stronger, one weaker, and then see what happens.
Oh. That's just what eye doctors do, right? Whatever they're
That's
called.
basically what they do. 1 or 2.
Yeah, I mean, really, like, that's kind of all they do.
My girlfriend got contacts from Saudi Arabia
Oh.
for $3.
Oh.
Shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
I hear they have good vision in Saudi Arabia.
I expected them to come with sand in them.
You know, honestly, that's kind of not a bad assumption.
I mean, there's sand everywhere, and she paid $3, including shipping.
Why are Buddy's legs twitching?
Because he's having a
She puts her in
seizure.
her eyes every time she blinks. It makes the sound of sandpaper. He's like, shh, shh.
Oh. She's just turned into a snake. The fucking eye.
Oh.
Uh,
Do I have to keep dating my girlfriend if she turns into a snake?
yes.
Yes.
That's law.
I don't care if it's law or not. I just want to see what happens when you date a snake. I want
I
to
wanna
see
see
how
what
you
the
fuck a
babies
snake,
look like.
honestly.
I just want to
I'd
see
stick with
you
her.
two having dinner together.
I'd be alright.
I want to see you two having dinner together because, like, I want to see, like, you're at this fine restaurant and you order, like, a turkey and then so, like, you pull off a leg or two and then she's just like, and spends, like,
She swallows the turkey.
spends the next, like, 30 minutes swallowing it while you just have this one-sided conversation and everyone's looking at you like, the fuck? It's like,
Sitting.
Don't judge us.
Love is love.
I'd still be friends with if she was a snake. You can have that on
Yeah,
record.
I was about to be like, thanks, Tyler. I'm gonna have to bleep her name out, you ding dong.
No, bleep that one too.
I'm gonna bleep that one too, but that
Juanita.
was so funny.
The podcast before.
No,
No, I cut it out.
You did?
she doesn't want to be on.
That's fair.
The few
That's fair.
parts that she did yell on that episode, either A, you couldn't hear her, or B, I just cut it out.
I'm getting really tired of Josh beeping me to make it sound like I said the N-word.
Yeah.
Because I've been listening to podcasts, I'm like, and he keeps doing it.
Well, he wants to have friends that are like-minded.
Yeah, but we don't like saying that word.
Yeah,
He's changing our minds.
It's not going to work, Josh.
Against our will.
And that bit's not working either because it's not like it's funny all of a sudden because everyone knows that you're just beeping us to make it sound like we're saying the N-word.
You don't know that.
We're really 40 minutes in.
Oh, god damn.
Yeah, we could
It's been really shitty. We'll just delete this and start over. I feel like now I'm ready to record a podcast.
I thought it was all right.
I don't know. It's garbage, man. I've been listening to the words I've been saying, and
But it's all
they're
garbage.
I've
terrible.
been listening to the words we've been saying.
We got 20 minutes talking about video games that is totally subjective.
No, it's all garbage, man. Like, anyone listening to this probably would have quit by now. They've been like, this would have been the episode. They're like, I supported Buddy Boys this far, but now it's just beep that too. I don't want them hearing me say our podcast name.
Oh, I'm cutting this whole section. I'm going to back it up to where Shay goes, well, we're already at 40 minutes. I'm just going to cut it there.
Okay, then just cut it now.
Yeah, fuck off then. Does it work?
Yeah, 100% work.
Can we just take a moment to talk about how horrible Josh is?
Yep.
It's not my fault. It's actually Shay's fault because he pulled his mic and it came unplugged.
Shay didn't
I
do
didn't
anything. Your
move.
dog did it, and your dog learned it from you.
Because I recorded most of that and it was working, and then it just crashed in the middle of that recording, and I looked down and your mic was unplugged.
I didn't move.
It was Buddy.
It was not
It was
Buddy.
fucking-
Is it you?
No, because I wasn't moving.
I think it was you.
Don't unplug me, bitch.
I think
I was sitting like this.
Well, fuck off, Josh. Let's just not talk to him for the rest of the episode.
Fuck you guys, I'm going home. Walk out.
I'm done.
Hey, bitch. Wait.
I can't hear you because I'm ignoring you.
Oh, okay.
So, how have things been, Shay?
Terrible.
Oh, man. That's normal. Yeah, we had a lot of good bits, and now we don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all gone.
They're all gone.
Disappeared.
Just like a puff of sand in the wind.
Pocket sand?
Pocket sand in the wind. Pocket. That's where you put pocket sand.
In the wind?
Yeah, you just...
Wouldn't you put it in your pocket?
Shouldn't I start carrying around pocket sand?
Absolutely.
Do you keep it in a bag, or do you just put sand in your
Put
pockets?
sand in your pocket.
Which pocket?
Don't be a pussy. Both pockets.
Well, one pocket has my phone in it, which I feel like wouldn't be good for it.
Yeah, but you can always defend yourself. Put your
Right.
phone in a bag.
I could also
that's
throw
a
my
good
phone
idea.
at people, too.
I think pound for pound, sand's your best option.
Okay. What if I grind up the phone and throw that at people?
That'd be awesome.
It'd be just shards of glass, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Metal?
That's why you do that. And, like, poison from the battery. Oh, I could just throw a Samsung battery at people and kill them.
You just throw a galaxy at
Is
people.
that like a 4-year-old reference?
No, that was last year, wasn't that?
The Samsung phone's blowing up? I
Yeah.
was in high school.
No, it wasn't.
I was in high
Samsung 7, they're on 8 now. It was a year ago.
They're on 9.
No.
Yeah.
Rob has the S9.
You're
They're
not
about to
telling
come
me
out with
that-
the 10.
This is not a dated reference. It's as fresh as, like, Drake memes. Like, Hotline Bling. You never call me on my cell phone.
I mean, Drake memes are still a thing because he put out another fucking album. It's just about how shitty Spotify is.
Yeah,
Pushing that shit on you.
new stuff like that. Last year, Drake, like Rage Wolf or whatever it's called, all the big things. Rick Rolling, that just started last year.
It started in 2016.
God, he's looking up like
Rickrolling?
No, the galaxy blowing up.
Alright.
Last year.
Yep. Last year.
It's barely been 2018 yet.
Tyler, I gotta tell you something. We're about halfway through this year.
No.
We're
Over
more than
halfway.
halfway through this year.
No. No.
You have to accept it. It's 2018 now.
I lost so much of my life. God damn.
Tyler just has an existential crisis on the show.
It's not a race,
What?
dude. Chill.
It's just, I'm fucking sad now. It's really 2018?
Yeah. You're old as shit.
Billy Mays didn't die last year. It was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Billy Mays will always live on in our hearts.
Is Obama still president?
Yes.
Oh, thank God. You just vote for just like, yes. You're like, if I told him the truth right now, it would kill him.
That legitimately was my brain. That was my thought. My thought process was, if I tell him, he might actually cry.
If a man were to wake up out of coma and be like, who's the president? And you're just like, it's still a black guy. It's okay.
Still Obama, don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Just don't turn on like any TV.
Alright, remember Hulk Hogan? It's the guy who beat him in the ring.
I think that's the only good way to describe him.
No. No. Sorry. I was trying to do the Darth Vader.
That
No.
was actually really close.
It was pretty close?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. It's not that hard to do. That was actually even closer up until the end.
You saw take the ship to the planet, sir.
You suck,
wow, that was-
I'm good at like I'm good at third-rate characters of Star Wars franchise
Yeah, you
impersonations.
But you can't impersonate Commander Shepard. How dare you?
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel. How about
So which Pokemon do y'all think is the hottest?
Jinx.
No, fuck you. Fuck you, dude.
Can't say I hate black people now.
Fuck you, dude.
Yes, you can.
God damn.
If not, this reinforces it more.
God damn. I guess the audience probably doesn't know by now that I'm black. So that's why I'm really offended by Josh. I don't even say it. That's how black I am.
I think Luke Cage.
You don't say it around white people because then they think they can. Fucking white people.
I didn't say it.
You're still racist.
I don't know about that.
The answer is
What?
Jigglypuff.
Jigglypuff, I'd say Ninetales.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's pushing on furry shit right there.
Yeah, you're getting weird, dude.
So?
You
Is that
going on
worse than, is it worse than Jigglypuff or Jinx? Jigglypuff's just fucking Kirby with like a little swirl on its head.
Tails or tits?
Ninetales has 6 tits, okay?
That's so woke. Yeah, those are fucking tits, you idiot.
What about
Jigglypuff's arms, those are the tits.
Yeah.
what about fucking Ditto? You could just have it make it look like anyone. He's like look like Scarlett Johansson right now.
He's got you there, actually.
Yeah, but you always know that you're fucking a piece of gum.
Isn't that true when you're fucking Scarlett Johansson?
Wait.
I mean,
Okay. I did watch that movie that she put out recently, the
Lucy?
Under the Skin or whatever. The one where she gets... It's gone.
I'm just paranoid, bro.
The one where she gets naked.
Avengers?
Oh. The porn where she finally gets naked.
Stormy Daniels videos.
Plot twist, Scarlett Johansson is Stormy Daniels. Never seen them in the same room together, have you?
I have not.
I have no idea who
Conspiracy?
Stormy Daniels is.
She's just an old porn star.
You know who Randy Love is?
You know the guy that beat Hulk Hogan? Yeah, he fucked her. And then made her sign an NDA. Nice. Oh, that is an apt way of describing it. It makes me less depressed when I say it that way.
I know, right?
Because no matter how great he is, he was still in wrestling. Or how terrible he is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wrestling is the common denominator of every world as trash.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, most wrestlers are pieces of shit. Like, I mean, drop one. If he eats it, he'll be fine.
Sure, it's chocolate.
Dude, they can eat a small amount of chocolate and be fine.
I mean, I always wanted to kill your dog, but
It
I
won't
wanted to
kill
be
him.
on my terms.
He'll probably just shit a bunch.
My dog ate a pack of gum once.
Give it to me.
I don't know. You can do it for whatever you want.
I do have tissues over here for.
Dude, eat it.
See the.
You said you wanted a Reese's.
You're not wrong.
I won't judge you, dude. I drop shit all the time and eat it.
5-second rule.
Yeah, it was like 2 seconds.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah, that's a bad idea, you fucking
There'll be a
retard.
little fuzz on it, but dude, whatever. Fuzz.
Oh, there's only one dog hair on it.
Yeah, and I'm sure you lick Buddy enough where you're immune to it. Dude, what's fucking wrong with the earth right there? Is it got cracked? It looks like it's...
The earth has dry skin.
But it has like a river running through it, and then like little rivers running off the river.
The white part around it is road.
It does legitimately look like a vein in a fat person's leg.
It does. It really does.
That's
it really
the muscle.
fucking
That's
does.
the fat on the other
Where
side.
is that? That's in the fucking Netherlands. Shemmer? What that says?
What happened?
Shermer.
What happened over there?
Shermer.
Shermer.
Isn't that where Valhalla's supposed to be?
I don't think Valhalla is in a place called Shermer.
Shermer, Netherlands. That's where you go when you die. It's Sweden.
Oh, sick. Did anyone else hear that?
What? People fighting outside?
Okay, cool. I was making sure.
No, your place is haunted, dude.
Sick.
The place is haunted. And you know what? Dogs can't protect you from ghosts, but cats can.
I can't wait to die.
You know why? Because ghosts are dog people and they hate cats. True. That's why Asian people put cats everywhere in their house.
I think it's because it's a lucky cat.
Yeah. It's lucky because it scares away the ghosts.
That's how that works.
You ever see a dog scare away a ghost? I've seen a possessed dog. That's about it. I shot
Cujo?
it. I shot it.
That's why Tyler doesn't like dogs. He just watched Cujo when it came out because he was like 15 at that year.
Have you ever seen a cat do anything for a human?
Yeah. There's that cat that saved the kid from a pit bull. No joke. The pit bull was like attacking the kid and the cat just like clawed the fuck out of it.
Yes, I've seen the 30-second live leak video.
Yeah, and you know why it was 30 seconds? Because that dog knew it was going to lose, so he ran off. You know why? Because cats are vicious. They're like fucking ninjas, man. You'll get sliced and diced. They know that they'll eat you right after you die. They won't wait.
I think
They won't wait like dogs do.
I think we should have a cat holocaust.
Ooh. We have to kill
Exterminate
600 cats.
all the pussy.
But we
Exterminate
tell
all
them.
the pussy. I mean, I've already been doing that now.
All right.
Says the guy who's been painfully single for like a year.
Painfully?
Yeah.
That's
Because of how often I jerk off. It just hurts.
Noticed that story about that kid on Overwatch and how he said that shit and everyone was like, nope. What you just said, nope.
Josh, that's just because you're single too.
Yeah.
I know, it hurts. I'm trying to avoid emotions.
You're the guy who's gonna quit and never be seen again.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been thinking about it.
Dude, do you think he killed himself?
What's that rug burn on his penis like from?
Rug burn?
Yeah, because he's been jerking it so much because he's so single.
Because he fucks this couch.
Because he. He just lays down on the carpet and then just like Jerry, like, oh yeah.
He puts his dick in between the two cushions.
What are you talking about, Tyler? I'm not that stupid. Put my dick between the two cushions and I go.
On the corduroy couch,
Yeah.
and then you Go until you get a dick burn.
And then when I am about to have a dick burn, I pull out and I shoot my load all over Buddy's face.
That's how you share fluids, is your dick bleeds.
Oh,
You guys all have AIDS now, by the way.
my dick hurts just talking about this.
Mine too. Oh, oh boy.
Different kind of hurt. Why do when you like? Do you know it's like when you talk about guys being kicked in the nuts? Everyone, like all the guys, will just like cover their nuts and be like, "Oh,
dude, they just jumped right there."
Right? Yeah.
The second you said it.
Do you even, like, I don't even like watching like I don't even like watching America's Funny Home Videos about that. It's like, that's not funny.
Oh no, it's funny when I watch it on video.
No, it's not funny, man.
It's funny to me when I see it happening to other people.
It's funny when a skater does it because it's like you knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
You're trying to what is it? What do you call it when you grind down the ramp?
Grinding.
Yeah, grind. Yeah, you try to grind down the little handrail and then your board either broke or.
Man, you were not cool as a teenager, huh, buddy? You just. You saw all the boxes under cool and didn't check any of them.
It was the fucking 90s.
I was in the band and
the height of skateboarding, bro.
I was in band and I was on the varsity swim team, and I made all the good grades. I was also in the top 5%.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm smart.
How many people were in your class?
Like 900.
Because they didn't have school. Schools were a new invention in 1882. So
yeah, 3 times 300%.
Is Tyler like 120 years old?
Yeah, dude. Tyler's old.
I'm older than that.
He's Bilbo.
No, more like
Dad.
Gandalf.
It's my 77th birthday.
Gandalf? Can you turn Shay into a frog?
No, I'm not that kind of wizard.
No.
I more do like protection spells and flaming sword.
Fucking damn it. Back to this non-cool shit.
What about smoke ships?
Smoke ships, yeah. Smoke ships. Here, you want to see? Okay.
Why are you reaching for your butt?
I don't know where my vape is.
Oh, it's right here.
You broke it. I was gonna fool them into thinking I had hit my vape with my amazing sound effects.
That was an amazing sound effect. That's what that was.
I call this one submarine. Pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
I can also do spaceships. I call this one escape pod.
Escape pod.
What? What?
So you said it. You were like escape pod.
It's an escape pod.
You said escape pod.
You're just jealous that
Escape.
Josh is just stuck on gaping.
I know. It's because I pronunciate things well, and he always just thinks I'm saying things wrong.
You're pronouncing it wrong.
I enunciate very well. I like to get every syllable into every word I say. I don't mumble. I'm not a moron.
I do.
The top 5%.
He was worried earlier that I said sentience instead of sentience because
That
I put
was
it.
amazing. It was one of the funniest things he's ever said. I literally cut it out and put it into a new file. I have it saved on my computer as an MP3. I'll show you after we're done recording. It was so fucking funny, just the
This
way
does
he
not
said
sound
it.
as funny as you're selling it.
Yeah,
like no matter.
it's not
what.
funny at all.
It was amazing.
I basically just said it like a way maybe a British person would say it. Like
No,
where
he
you
did not.
You draw the E out, say, instead of sen.
Well, I flub words all the time.
Not as bad
It's
as
a sentience instead of sentience. I just said the different type of
He just
E.
mispronounces him completely.
No, it's not a mispronunciation, dude.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's what that 90% of that episode was about.
It's not. It's not a mispronunciation. There is no correct way to pronounce English.
You're right.
Language is made up.
There is a correct way to pronounce.
No, there's acceptable ways that if you say it and they understand you, it works. Okay, like encyclopedia is technically encyclopedia.
Well,
That doesn't mean that encyclopedia is wrong, even
it's
though
just a vernacularism, though.
yeah.
Like it's just based on where you live, but it's still English. But based on
That doesn't mean that there's a correct way of saying the word, though.
there is regionally.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, like, you can say pop in Texas and people will make fun of you, but they know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, but they have the right to make fun of you.
So that
I've gone
doesn't
through
mean
this
it
my
wrong.
whole life.
If I go to a gas station, I'll be like, yeah, give me a pop, and they'll be like, haha, you said pop. That's a northern thing. I'm like, yep.
I don't think that's
And
how
then
they
they'll
would
go ahead and
about
they'll
it,
give me a
but-
pop. You know why?
I
Because
mean,
they
he
understand what
understood
I
you
mean.
too, but
Yeah.
the thing here is that he's making fun of you for it.
I knew you meant sentience. It's just sentience is a funny fucking word.
It's not. It's the same fucking word. I just said the E. I pronounced the E differently. With one of those little long dashes above it instead of a little carrot or housetop dash.
House top? You mean a triangle?
I never understood the
Well,
accents
they
well
don't
enough.
actually put a full triangle. It's just like a 45-degree angle upside down V, basically. So it's an accent.
What does an umlaut do?
What?
An umlaut, it's the two dots over like a U, I think.
I think, yeah, it goes like, because it makes the Uber sound, right?
It makes the ooh.
Ooh.
But
Ooh.
that would just be a line across
So you can
because
put
that's
B, umlong
Oh.
B.
The two dots means it's over a U. I don't know. I mean, I know over A it makes A.
yeah.
I think it might be ah.
It might be. I have no idea.
I think it just stretches it out.
I don't know, but this is a really good question.
I've heard the
Ah.
word
Spell
before.
it. How do you spell the thingy?
UMLAUT.
Ask Siri. You don't know how to spell anyways. You know what the fancy B looking thing is?
Well, you're not the only one that's wondering this.
That's
I know this one.
it's not pounds. It's
No, it's a double S.
oh
The little German, like, it's
Yeah.
that's what.
Oh.
So you'd write like BA and then put that little symbol in his
did
BASS.
they use that for the SS?
Yeah. Oh no. I don't think so.
The umlaut represents a Y.
That is not what I expected.
Uber.
Yeah.
Jürgen. Jorin. Yosh.
No, it'd be Yoish.
Yosh.
Yoish.
Yoshkovich.
Yeah.
What's your Jew name?
No, that's a good question.
I really wish that your last name started with a W, and then so your initials would be Jew.
My middle name starts with a P.
Well, I don't care to know what your middle name is, so I just always assumed it was like Edward. It was Josh Edward, and then whatever your last name is, I can't remember. And then it just spelled out Jew.
I thought your middle name was Erection. That's what you said. You said
did-
Erection's
you
my
did say
middle
that.
name.
Roll back the
Then you
tapes.
tried to rape my ass.
Third
Erection
episode.
is my middle name.
Then you tried to rape my ass.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna rape your ass, Shay. Squeal like a little piggy.
No.
I'm not that freaky.
That's how I imagine you rape
Shay.
everyone. That's why I imagine your rape voice is like. You're like fucking Silence the Lamb. It puts the lotion on its skin so I can rape
Puts
it.
the lotion on its skin.
Did you fuck me?
I'd fuck me.
I'd fuck me.
Bow,
Fuck me
bow,
hard.
bow, bow. I'm feeling so lonely.
It's the wrong song.
I don't.
I can't remember the name of the right song, but I can hear
It's
the
Let's Get It On by Marvin Gaye.
Let's get it on.
Let's get it on.
I thought it was Brick House. Isn't that what you guys fuck to? It's a brick house.
I only fuck to the Talking Heads.
I only fucked a Daughtry.
It ensures happy sex.
Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. I have bad memories of that. Let's just not even talk. Let's just not. No.
About Daughtry?
No, about Talking Heads, man. I just got.
Oh.
You know how like you don't talk about rape on Xbox. You don't talk about Talking Heads anytime.
What about the B-42s? B-52s.
Oh, dude, they're tight.
52s, I'm wrong.
Yeah.
No, B-42s. Have you ever heard of them?
B-42s?
What about the
It's our new
B-51s?
A new three-piece. A bassist, a trombone, and a guitarist.
Isn't that like that stupid meme where it's like, what about Maroon 1, Maroon 2, Maroon 3, Maroon, and 4? What about them? And then someone's like, what about Blink 1, Blink 2? Like, all the way. And they typed it out to Blink 181.
What is the name of the song during that?
It's
not actually.
it's by Q Lazarus.
An actual sex.
Goodbye Horses.
What would be like a 9 Inch Nails cover of "Let's Get It On"?
I think we've done this before.
Of Goodbye Horses?
Yeah.
No, we haven't.
No, you and I did this on the car on the way to D&D. That's it.
Oh yeah, because you used to play that
You
that like
listen to-
shuffle of popular tunes playlist.
Yeah, and it came on.
And we were both like, "Would you fuck me?"
God.
I'd fuck me.
You know what song I missed that was really good? The "I'm Too Sexy" song. That song doesn't get.
You remember that from Shrek 3?
Too sexy for my shit. I don't. No, I just like the song, man. I like songs you can relate to.
You mean Shrek 3D?
Oh.
And with that, we'll end.
Nightmares now.
I'm gonna watch Shrek 3D.